watch you've ever seen. I took a little break because of the holiday. It was just the easiest thing to do. And then when I wanted to come back and make a video, I got sick for about 3 days, which I'm still sort of recovering from. There's a few things I wanted to talk about. I was doing some brainstorming, but I wasn't sure how to kind of correlate those things or get them together in a concise manner. First, I do want to talk a little bit about this watch. It's a Bulova. I've looked up this style of watch, and there's some serial numbers on the back, which I've also looked up. I can't find this precise watch, but I have seen similar versions, and from what I can tell, it's probably somewhere in the realm of the 1930s, maybe a little later. It's a tank watch. It's Art Deco style. It has the Roman numerals, and it's on this very terrible, stretchy bracelet. But there's something about it that I want to keep it on this bracelet, and that might partly be because it's my grandfather's watch, a different grandfather than the one who owned the Omega. It doesn't really fit me. The case size is fine. It's just the bracelet is too big. There's something I find kind of charming about it. And I'm assuming it's because it's a family heirloom. It has nothing to do with the fact that I find the watch nice looking. I would never buy this for myself or gravitate towards a watch that looks like this. I don't have anything against tank watches. It's just, I don't know, the texture, what these lines, and then this awful stretchy bracelet, which is so dated. And what is this even? And I actually wore this during the holiday, and I kind of liked it. And I guess it's because it's a family member's old watch. That kind of gets me thinking about history and the past and where we go in our lives. I was listening to music that I hadn't listened to in a while, music from my early to mid-teens. I started thinking about my life and where it's come to up until this point. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this conversation, but just the idea of the past and moving forward and how far I've come and how farther I thought I'd come, or I wrote it down. I was feeling particularly uninspired. I took this break because of the holiday, and then I got sick pretty much immediately after, and that kind of dampened my spirit. And the moment that I got sick was when I did want to make a video, but the thing was I never thought about what I wanted to make. There's a few things I want to do, particularly pertaining to watches. I just wanted to come back with a video that, this is kind of rambling, isn't it? I did want to talk about the Bulova, which I've already done. Chrysler, K-R-E-I-S-L-E-R is what's on the back of the bracelet. If you've been watching my videos, you know I'm kind of learning as I go. So if anybody knows anything about this watch, please let me know what it is in the comments. I'd be happy to know even anything about this bracelet, if anybody knows anything about the bracelet, because I know next to pretty much nothing. I just enjoy timepieces. So it made me think about growing up, listening to this music, what I was feeling, what I was thinking. All of that aside, I don't dislike where I am. I like being a barista. I really like coffee. I actually, because I was sick, I haven't had coffee, and I cannot wait for my first cup. You know when you take a few days off of something you really love and come back? It's like having that thing for the first time. Anyway, the past, being uninspired, feeling like my spirits were dampened. I'm getting a new watch, which I'll be talking about on this channel. I'll be opening up a watch. Maybe some of you won't like what it is that I'll be opening, but pretty much in the same style that I opened the Movement watch. I feel like it's only fair to do that to this watch. It's kind of crazy. You think about like what you were going through in your state of mind in that moment. The music I was listening to, it's a different type of enjoyment. It's more of a tuning in or tapping into something else, and it's all very different now. It's like walking on a timeline. And I guess, if you want to say, that's, I suppose, what watches feel like. And that's probably why I find this really ugly Art Deco Bulova watch to be so endearing. I don't know if that's the way I really feel. Maybe I'm trying to justify why I like wearing this watch. Anyway, all that aside, I guess this is to just say this has been a small update video on what's going on here. how things are going. And I'll be back with something a little more